Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly of lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, jewelry, and even a dash of Disney. So full disclosure before we go on, I am not sure when this will post. I actually just got back from a vacation a couple of days ago, and since then I have been experiencing extreme land sickness. Now, I didn't even know that that was really a thing. I've actually grown up on boats my entire life. I've gone on many cruises, many longer than the one that I just got off of, but for the last couple of days I have been experiencing extreme nausea to the point where I had to call out sick from work. So basically I have little 1 hour pockets of time where I feel okay, and even though I really actually need to be doing a lot of other things like my actual work or unpacking, I can't really stare at a computer screen very much. So I am going to try to pre-tape a few of these boxes that are actually from January that I do want to share with you, even though you've probably already seen them unboxed. But like I said, I'm not really sure when these will post, but I am still trying to get to 250 subscribers by Valentine's Day, and so my goal upon returning home was to actually post every day for 10 days. So I'm not sure if that's actually going to be possible, but hopefully no matter what, you guys stick with me even if there are some lapses in my usual posting cadence. And let's just get on with the unboxing. If you haven't already, double check if you did enter my New Year New Goals giveaway. I did announce the winners. There were two. I already heard back from one of them, but I'm still waiting to hear back from the other winner who got the second prize, which I actually just put together earlier this afternoon when I did have another pocket of time where the world didn't seem like it was swaying. So I would love to get those out to you all by the end of the week. So check out the comments if you did enter that giveaway. All right, so the box that I have for you today is actually a little bit of a deviation from my usual. It's the one beauty box that I get, and it is The Box by Fashionsta. Now I will say that they have had some shipping issues, and they did actually sort of release a little statement from Shadi saying that that's not going to necessarily change or get any better for the next couple of months, just because they have a really small staff, but they are working to sort of get their shipments going out sooner, earlier in the month. So it's really up to you if you want to stick with them. I am grandfathered in at the $19.99 per month rate, so I'm probably going to stick with them for just a little bit longer at least to see how it goes. Now I know a lot of the people who get other boxes, beauty boxes, prefer the ones that have sort of like higher brand names or ones that you've seen a lot more, and it looks like the box has sort of shifted to it doing a lot more indie brands, which is fine by me. So I am going to stick with them probably a little bit longer. Now I did receive a broken eyeshadow palette in my last one, so I am hopefully getting a replacement for that, so we will see when we open up the box. So I did already open it up in terms of tearing or cutting the label, and then inside they do have a nice product sheet, so I will refer to that as we get into it. I'll just set it right there in front of my camera, and hopefully that's a good spot for it. And then here is the simple tissue paper. They usually do like black foozles, so it kind of has that sort of chic look to it. Now, first of all, I am looking to see if I did get that replacement palette. I'm not seeing it right here on the top, so if I don't get that, I am going to be a little bit disappointed, and I will reach out to them as soon as I can use a computer safely without getting a little bit sick. So the first thing I am seeing is by Luna, and it just comes in this nice blue box, and I'll see if I can figure out what it is. It looks like, let's see if I can read anything. It says Sagittarius lip oil, so interesting. I am not a Sagittarius, I am a Leo, which is I don't necessarily believe in a lot of astrology, but I definitely am a Leo. This is worth $18, and it says this lip oil formula is a luxurious treatment oil that transforms lips from dry and damaged to moisturized and hydrated, all while just adding a hint of sheer color. So interesting, because it looks completely clear to me, so I'm not sure what sheer color that would be. Maybe if we open it up we can actually see what it is on the wand. But in terms of, it looks like that's actually the wand that's right in there, that little doe foot, and to me that looks completely clear, so I don't see any color. It says the instant lightweight technology nourishes and hydrates while soothing your lips and giving them a natural shine while appearing fuller. The innovative gel texture of the oil hugs your lips while reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Sounds good. You can apply as little or as much as desired, so I will give that a shot. I don't wear a lot of lip glosses, and I definitely like a little color on my lips, That's usually actually the only makeup that I manage to get on any given day. That's the only makeup I'm wearing today, just because I didn't want to look as sick as I have been feeling. And you can even see in the back here, aside from not being able to unpack my bags, I haven't managed to find homes for all of those things from my Glow Bin unboxing that I just did. And that was like probably the last moment that I felt sort of okay before this all hit me. So this looks like it's by Clay. So it's kind of interesting because it's got this like debossed labeling, so it does make it a little bit hard to read and definitely very hard to show on the camera, but I will see what this says. It does have a little label that seems to be sealing the box closed, so let me see if I can carefully cut that open so that we can see what it actually looks like. And I'm not sure what this is. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky to figure it out. This is a multi-cream worth $32. It says Radiant Skin Multi-Cream Deep Moisturizing Agent. So it just comes in this nice tube here. It says apply the cream to dry areas as needed. The multi-cream can be applied on face, body to reduce dryness. Can also be used to moisturize the ends of your hair and manage flyaways. So that's interesting. It says that it is rich and luxurious. You can apply it everywhere, anywhere that needs a little bit of hydration. I do have a lot of creams going on, but I do sort of love that multitasking element. It is 2.2 fluid ounces, so I will give that a shot. It does look like it includes hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid in it and shea butter. So those are just some of the ingredients that popped out to me. Oh, this is one that they actually kind of announced in their spoilers on social media, and it does say that it is infused with calming Palo Santo essential oil. So I actually really love the scent of Palo Santo, so I am going to go ahead and open this up, even though it does have the little foil seal on it, just because I want to smell it and see what it feels like on my skin. So I just put a tiny little dab on there, and then we'll see if I can smell. It is not a strong scent at all. Like, I had to know that Palo Santo was the essential oil that was in there to get a hint of it, but knowing it kind of always helps you like know the fragrance. It's just like when they tell you the flavors of wine, when they're like, there's hints of raspberry, you're like, ah, yes, I know that because you told me. So this is very nice. I will look forward to using this. There is so much stuff, I will say, in this box, you guys. So for $19.99 or $24.99, which is what it is if you subscribe now, tons of stuff. And I am seeing actually that replacement palette, so that makes me pretty happy. So this is by Girl Lactic. It is a precise eyeliner marker. So it's just in black, which is great. Eyeliner is one of the few things that I will occasionally use to up my game a little bit, because I have false eyelashes. I get eyelash extensions, but sometimes it's nice to kind of smooth things out, especially when the eyelashes start to fall out. I'll use a little bit of eyeliner, even though it is a little bit tricky with liquid eyeliners to get a nice smooth line with those false eyelashes on. This is worth $20, but something that I will use. Next thing I am seeing, nice packaging here, is it looks like a couple of masks. So I'm not super into the masks where you actually have to like mix them, but it does say that it's got charcoal powder and volcanic ash. It's got it in a bunch of different languages. Let's see what it says on the sheet about it. It's by Kaulion, and it's a Pore Blackhead Steam Pack and Pore Original Pack Duo, worth $16. So far most of the pricing seems pretty good to me. It doesn't seem too overpriced. This is worth $16. It is a detoxifying duo featuring a steaming mask that opens and deeply cleanses pores, then a cooling mask to tighten and minimize the appearance of pores. So let me just see if it says, it does have a lot of Korean on the side, so it must be a Korean brand, and I'm trying to see if it has any directions in terms of telling us how to use it. So I am again going to just use my scissors here to carefully open up the packaging and see what it actually looks like. This may be something that winds up in a giveaway eventually, just because, like I said, I don't use a ton of masks. So it looks like it actually comes in like a double little container. So the top one actually doubles for the lid for the bottom one. And I will open it up. So wow, the texture of that is very interesting to me, very thick. You can definitely see the charcoal color of it. There wasn't any other seal. So maybe I will have to use this since I don't want anyone to get nervous if they do ever receive this. And then the bottom one is a lighter color, and it looks like a lot like lighter in consistency and not quite as gooey. So maybe that would be something interesting to give a try. So we'll see. It does say that the top one is a pore ritual. It's a blackhead steam pack, and then it says the bottom one cools, tightens, and soothes. So it's like the one opens up your pores, and then the other one sort of soothes and kind of calms everything back down. So you use them in tandem. So that is actually pretty interesting to me. And of course, I'm always interested in using Korean beauty skincare products since I am Korean. So this is the next item. Now you could have gotten a variety in this. This is by Matala or by Lucy. And I think there were 3 different ones in different metallic colors with different ingredients. So this is worth $15. It is an oil-based face gel that works as a sleeping mask, highlighter, and 20-minute treatment and moisturizer to instantly hydrate and tone for post-facial results. Acai, rich in vitamins and antioxidants, effectively restores skin's elasticity levels and easily absorbs to revive dull, uneven complexions. So it is made in Milan, Italy. It does have a little tab on top. Now I was kind of interested in this, so I know that I am going to keep it. This is the silver, and it is also very gooey in consistency. Hopefully you guys can all see that. And they also had a gold one and a bronze one that were all for like different effects, I guess. But they did say, let's see what it says specifically about the silver. The silver metallic detoxifying gel is made with moringa oil and vitamin C. It's good for stressed and tired skin. So I don't know that that describes my skin, but right now it's certainly distressed and tired from feeling so sick. It says mix before use, which is interesting because you'd kind of need some sort of tool to mix everything up. It says overnight, apply before bed and wake up glowing, or quickie 20-minute treatment, rinse and wipe off, or as a moisturizer, apply to face, and I guess you would leave it on, or as a highlighter, get a subtle lit from within glow. So lots of different uses, and then it sounds like sometimes you leave it on and sometimes you wash it off. So I'm just gonna like put like a little bit here on my skin, which is a little uneven right now. It's got kind of an oily texture to it. It's not as like smooth as I was thinking, and I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference, especially since the light on that side is not that great. But sure, I will give it a shot. It sounds like it's supposed to do a whole bunch of things, and I'm not sure which one it is like primarily used for, which is something that I would like to know. But I will give it a shot. Something interesting. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but why not? And we'll see what happens, and I will report back when I do sort of my seasonal recap of my favorite items from different boxes. Maybe that will make it to the list, maybe it won't. Let's keep going. I am just curious to see if my Crescent Moon eyeshadow palette came intact this time, because it doesn't seem like it's any better packed necessarily than last time, but it is in fact in pristine condition. Very happy to see that. Very happy that they did remember to include that for me, so I am happy about it. What happened last time is just one of the shadows was kind of cracked, but it's such a like very like silky consistency that when it got into the other little wells, it just kind of ruined them all. So they're all sort of multicolored now and kind of not usable unless you're going for that multicolor look. So the next thing I am seeing is by Bang Beauty. So tiny box, but lots to open up, you guys. Bang Beauty, and this looks like, I'm not seeing it. There it is. It is a lip crayon. This long wearing lip crayon delivers high pigment, rich color that lasts. It locks in hydration, leaving your lips soft long after wear. Using a one swipe, the Bang Beauty Lip Crayon delivers full coverage while feeling extremely lightweight to the touch. So this is something that I am looking forward to using just because I do like a good lip crayon. This is interesting because it looks like plastic on top. Like it looks almost like that's another lid. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like you can even see like a seam on it, but I think that is in fact the lip crayon itself. Let me see if it can actually swatch on my hand. So it's a very, very light shade of pink, almost like a Barbie pink. Not necessarily something that I would pick out for myself, but now that I have used it, of course, I will use it. And it is very, very smooth. So it went on very, very nicely. I could see maybe wanting a liner to use with it, but I do like it. It's just a little bit almost like frosted tinted pink, which is not necessarily my usual style. So I am looking forward. They have hinted that eventually you might be able to do a little bit of customization with this box, and that's one of those situations where I would have liked to, of course, customize and get a little bit of a browner shade that I would use more often, because I don't know when I'm going to ever actually use this pink color. All right, you guys, the final item is another palette. So I've been getting so many palettes, not just in beauty boxes, because like I said, this is my only one, but also in other boxes. Lifestyle boxes will sometimes include a fun palette. A couple of those like vacation boxes have also included palettes, which I have included in giveaways. But the packaging for this is nice. It's by IBY Beauty or Ibby Beauty. It is their City Limits eyeshadow palette. It is worth $20, which again seems very reasonable. And it seemed like this was probably the one item that other people had maybe received in some other beauty boxes, or perhaps at least the most familiar brand to other people. So I'm doing my best to open it up without cracking my nails, and I'm doing a really bad job, but I'm going to see if I can open it anyway. That was a lot easier. All I had to do was like tip the box over and it opened right up. So let me see if I can open it. I'm going to take the little protective sheet off. It does have a mirror, but of course I don't want to blind you all with the reflection of the mirror. But here is the palette. It does have their name, their brand name sort of embossed. These are actually beautiful colors. I think I may hold on to it. Of course, the only color that I probably won't ever use is that bright blue, just because that doesn't ever really work on my eyes. But definitely a nice usable palette, and I'm looking forward to having this, but I am not going to swatch this just because in case I wind up not using it, or I wind up getting another palette that seems like I might use it more, then I want to be able to pass this on to one of you in a future giveaway. So I'm pretty happy. I like the fact that usually it's a little bit heavier on the skincare, because that means that it's items that I'll actually use. And this time the only really like makeup items that we got were this nice City Limits palette, as well as the eyeliner and then the lipstick. So those are great. I mean, I think that's a pretty good, pretty even situation. Let me know what you think. If you are still subscribing to the box by Fashionsta, if you think I should stick with it for a little bit longer, maybe there's another one that's in a similar price point that you think would be better for me, let me know, you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and to see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.